Entering the Amazon rainforest is like entering a different reality where dreams and reality blend together. The trees reach toward the sky like ancient sentinels defending secrets older than human memory. And the air is heavy with the smell of earth and rain. It's a place that seems unaffected by time. You get the impression that you have entered a world where nature is in its wildest and pure form as soon as you enter this enormous green space. The canopy above forms a tight roof. Letting only slivers of golden sunshine through. Giving the forest floor an ethereal glow. As the trees softly sway in the breeze, the light tricks your eyes into seeing patterns that change and dance. The subtle rustle of invisible creatures moving through the underbrush. The distant call of birds, and the hum of insects fill the air. The Amazon itself seems to be breathing. pulse matches yours, luring you farther into its enigmatic depths. There's something new and amazing around every corner in this living maze. In a forgotten temple, towering trees with mossy and vine-covered trunks rise like pillars. Their branches entwining and twisting in a web of life. Some trees are mute witnesses to the passage of millennia, older than entire civilizations. The network of roots buried deep within the ground not only sustains the trees but also feeds the innumerable plants, fungi, and animals that thrive in this complex ecosystem. The overpowering sense of life that penetrates every inch of the jungle is what makes the Amazon so beautiful, not simply its tall trees or colourful vegetation. Life thrives here in a riot of colour, sound and movement, rather than merely existing. The deep green colours of the leaves, which contrast with the vivid reds, yellows and purples of the abundantly blooming blooms. The wings of butterflies shine in the dappled light as they fly through the air like living gems. As they flit between the branches, birds of all shapes and colours fill the air with a tune that seems both old and unearthly. Give the impression that they are pulsing with vitality. silence itself talks in the Amazon. There is a profound, even mystical silence that descends as the forest's sounds subside. The humming of the innumerable creatures concealed inside the leaves gives the silence a sense of life. The history of the forest, the many generations of plants and animals that have lived, died, and reincarnated in this never-ending circle of life weighs heavily on you. The forest begins to seem surreal as you proceed. Akin to a scene from an ancient god's nightmares. The air is thick and humid and feels like a warm hug against your skin. The ground is also soft beneath your feet. Strange objects appear out of the mist. Vines that twist and curve in patterns too exquisite to be accidental. Mushrooms that appear to glow softly in the weak light. And ferns taller than a person. The forest seems alive literally and spiritually, with a spirit that guards each leaf and animal. Then there is the river itself. The Amazon, which flows like a massive, sluggish serpent through the center of the forest. Its enigmatic and dark waters reflect the sky above and the lush vegetation along its banks. You can't help but be in awe as you stand on the edge of this powerful river. The river feeds and sustains the innumerable life forms that call the Amazon home. Making it more than just a body of water. The Amazonian animals resemble fantastical creatures. Sleek and strong, jaguars glide through the darkness in silence. Their golden eyes gleaming with a supernatural brilliance. With their slow, methodical motions, sloths seem almost meditative as they languidly dangle from branches. The calls of monkeys reverberate across the jungle like children's laughter. As they gracefully swing through the trees. The weird, otherworldly aspect of pink river dolphins, which glide through the depths of the water, adds to the feeling that anything is possible. Some animals remain unseen, hidden in the shadows or high in the canopy. As you enter the forest, you feel their presence and eyes. The Amazon appears to have secrets that it may never divulge. This feeling of mystery and the unknown further enhances the rainforest's weird and dreamlike appearance. In the Amazon, nighttime is a completely different but equally bizarre experience. The noises of nocturnal animals fill the woodland as the sun sets. The distant calls of night birds. The croaking of frogs. And the hum of insects fill the air. With their tiny lights flickering like stars dragged down to earth, fireflies dance through the air. The woodland seems even more surreal and dreamlike because of the darkness. Which is nearly real and envelops you like a blanket. The Amazon becomes a realm of magic and fantasy in the darkness of the night. Even though they are only partially visible through the canopy, the stars above appear incredibly close and dazzling. Every movement and stir in the shadowy woodland below seems to be a window into a world that exists just outside of reality. It's a realm where reality and dreams coexist. And where common sense seems to have lost its meaning. You can't help but feel a strong connection to this location as you lie under the stars and listen to the noises of the forest. The Amazon is a living, breathing area where all forms of life coexist peacefully. It is more than just a forest. It is a location of wonder, mystery, and beauty. That is simultaneously completely foreign and familiar. It is an incredibly fulfilling experience in every aspect. Time appears to mean nothing in the Amazon. Days blend together, hours fly by like minutes, and the outside world seems far away and unimportant. This dreamlike, surreal scene reminds you of the actual magnificence of nature. This landscape brings to mind the astounding diversity of life on Earth. The delicate balance that supports it, and the breathtaking beauty found in even the most isolated regions of the world. The Amazon rainforest is more than just a location. It's a trip into the very center of nature. It is a spot that will linger in your memory for a long time. Haunting your dreams and inspiring amazement in your mind. As you depart, you are aware that a piece of you will always be in the Amazon. Exploring its limitless green depths and daydreaming about its ageless, surreal charm, beauty, and mystery.